welcome to a space where real stories are finally told. And you're listening to Stories with Belle. Hey guys, another day, another episode with Stories with Belle. So, from the previous episode, I can say my videos boleh tahan banyak views juga, walaupun tak beribu orang tengok, tapi still for me 100 lebih itu adalah banyak untuk orang-orang yang macam saya. Gitu. So anyway, for this second episodes of Stories with Belle, I actually finally received a few confessions regarding online dating. So of course, our today's topic is about online dating. Okay, so does anyone here actually experience any online dating before? If you have, you can also share your stories with me through our Google form in the description box, or any story that you might also want to share regarding yourself. So anyway, let's start with the first story. By the way, all of your identity will be anonymous, so don't worry. We don't know you, you don't know me. Okay. So, the first story, tajuk dia pun dah menarik tau korang. Tajuk dia adalah Jadi Rumah Singgah Online. I think I can already imagine this person's story. Hey Belle, hi. Okay. So dia tulis ni macam ada slang-slang lah. Okay, I try to baca benda ni ikut dia punya slang. Okay. Semula. Okay. Hi Belle. Hi. Okay. So, I don't even know where to start. So, met this guy online, right? At first, normal only. Casual chat, nothing serious. Then suddenly, every day he texts. Good morning, good night, lunch already or not. Wow, like very consistent. He tell me he not like other guys. He say he value communication. He say he looking for something real. So of course I believe him lah. We talk until I know his routine, his work stress, his family problem, even what he eat for dinner. But the funny thing is, every time I ask to meet him, he got excuse one. He got a lot of excuse. Too busy, too tired, or maybe wrong timing, or next week okay ka. So I've been talking with him for 6 months. One day I asked him straight away, so what are we? What are we? He replied me very calm, like he replied to me like there's nothing wrong with us. He say, I enjoy talking to you, but I'm not ready for commitment. I just stare at my phone. All those calls, all those late night talks suddenly become nothing. So that's when I realized I was just a Hiruma Singa. To whoever this person is, I just hope that please, or to anyone who watch this video or listen to these stories, you should expect this kind of situations when you are dealing with someone online. I'm not saying that online dating is bad, but you know lah. Macam tu. You tak boleh nak expect online dating ni perfect. Because orang yang ada real relationship pun, dia orang ada masalah macam ni juga. So expect the unexpected lah orang cakap. But the first story, guys, this is very interesting. I can say the first story is actually pembuka kepada segala-galanya gitu. So let's move on to the second story. Okay, actually for today's video, I already categorized all of the stories So I'm going to read the stories based on their themes. So today's theme is, of course, about online dating. So all of these stories is regarding online dating and online relationships. So the second story title is I Didn't Know He Was Married. Suami orang itu. Okay. So I met him on a dating app. Okay. His profile says single. No ring in photos. No red flags at first. He was very charming, very mature, always knew what to say. But now that I think back, there were signs actually. Tapi aku dibutakan. He only called at night, never video call me. Weekends, he always busy. When I asked to meet during the day, he said he's shy. One day, I posted him on my close friend list. Just a photo of his hand. 15 minutes later, he texted me. Please delete that. Someone might see. My heart just dropped. Because what do you mean someone might see? And why do you care so much about that someone? So I searched up his name in a different social media platform. That's when I saw it, his wedding photos, which was 3 years ago. And he was married for 3 years. And the worst part is, when I confronted him, he didn't deny. He said, I didn't plan to fall for you. As if that makes it better, I block him everywhere. But sometimes I still think, how many other women didn't know either? So yes, actually benda ni banyak sangat berlaku di Malaysia. Sadly, suami orang, dato' orang, uncle orang, boyfriend orang yang dah ada partner lah, yang dah berkahwin or dah berpartner, even though they already have someone by their side, they're still looking for someone else. For what? I also don't know. Alasan diorang selalunya orang-orang macam ni, alasan diorang akan cakap, oh, sebab partner aku tak boleh bagi apa yang aku nak. But the question is, can you bagi apa yang diorang nak? Sometimes kau kena sedar diri. Moving on to the third story. By the way, we're going to have 5 stories regarding this topic. Okay, so the third story is, the title is The Catfish, which is very normal for any online dating apps. Okay. Hi, Belle. Hi. Okay, this one not trauma, just embarrassing. I met this guy online. His photos all taken from a very high angle, and he looked very smart. In chat, I asked him, and he say he is around 175 centimeter. Meanwhile, I am 168 centimeter. So as a tall woman, of course, I want a taller guy. Okay, I understand. So both of us actually decided to go on a cafe date. When I reached the cafe, I stand there looking around. Then I realized the guy is waving at me, but that guy is shorter than me. I was like, significantly, I sit down already, okay, too late to escape. Because he told me he was taller than me, but when I met him in real life, I was the one who is taller than him. But that is not the only thing happened. When we start eating, he chews so loud.
Bruh.
And not only that, aku tak tahulah kenapa lelaki banyak macam ni. Gigi dia rongak. Kau kunyah kuat-kuat dan gigi kau rongak. Aku rasa macam aku tengah tengok ASMR. I can imagine that, girl. I can imagine that. Like ASMR but horror version. So the whole day, I keep nodding like I listening, but actually I was counting how many bites left. The dad actually lasted 40 minutes, but I felt like 4 hours. When he asked, "Would you like to meet again?" I was panicked. And then I say, "Tengoklah nanti." I boleh imagine, like, kau tak suka dia tapi dia dah suka kat kau. Then he asked for a second date. And kau macam, kau tak tahu macam nak reject. Kau nak reject tapi kau macam tak nak sebab kau kesian. So I went home. I removed my heels and promised myself, next time, no more high angle photos, guy. And no first date in the quiet cafes. I think this person really get traumatized dengan cara lelaki tu mengunyah. Anyway, this is funny, very funny actually. Dia cerita yang ketiga ni dia taklah terlalu macam bad, but so I say it's funny because that person nak cakap yang dia betul-betul catfish tu tak sangat. Dia just tipu ketinggian dia je. And maybe dari segi gigi dia lah, yang gigi dia rongak tu. But I don't know if that person is a bad guy or not because this person did not tell me kalau dia baik or tidak. Maybe dia baik. Tak tahu. Okay, moving on to the next story. And the title is He Ghosted Me. Oh, ghosted. Siapa suka ghosting orang ni? Okay. I chat seorang mamat ni dekat lead match. Oh, lead match. And the way he texted me was very convincing. No sign of pervert person macam orang lain. Just a guy that loved to share their past life. Alright? Then I pun jadi selesa dengan dia and terjatuh hati. Tapi sebelum saya betul-betul jatuh hati, I told him that I'm a plus size girl. Okay. Then I asked him, would you actually accept me in real life if we met? Then he replied, I'm okay with that since he was also used to be like me. He told me that he was insecure with his body since he was a fat boy. But now dia dah kurus lah. Then aku pun macam percayalah cerita dia. And we both get along very well. Then one day he asked for my phone number. At first I don't want to give him, but he keep on asking me and kinda guilt trapping me. So I gave him my Telegram ID instead. Ni budak buat tele ni. So we both continue chatting in Telegram every day and every hour for like a few days. Then the following day, he told me that we cannot text each other like this anymore since he has started working after the holiday. By the way, dia kata dia main lead match sebab bosan time cuti kerja.
Why the fuck you lying?
Alasan.
Why you always lying?
He told me that he cannot play his phone time kerja and I pun bodoh-bodoh pergi percaya. Okay. Tapi as a nice girlfriend, dia tulis kat situ a girlfriend, I always update him even though knowing him cannot reply to me. He only replied to me at 6 p.m. Kononnya time tu dia dah sampai rumah. So we only texted each other during night time. A week later, he suddenly changed. He still replied to me, but shorter. Then, nothing. And I still remember our last text was at 11 p.m. because he told me dia nak tidur awal sebab kerja. Oh my god. But until today, he never replied to my good morning text. I kept on checking my phone and rereading old messages. I cried every night, menyesal berkenalan with him because dia yang beria dulu and in the end, he treated me that way. From that moment, I realized that maybe online dating is just not for me. Well, girl, itulah. I think kan, if only lah, kalau lah kau tak bagi Telegram ID kau dekat dia awal-awal dulu, benda ni takkan terjadi. But it's okay because I bet you learned something from your experience. Okay. So next time you already know this kind of thing will happen. So do not randomly give your phone number or any tele ID ke apa ke IG ke yang kau rasa macam lelaki tu macam beria sangat nak try kau. Kalau betul lah dia beria nak dekat kau, biar dia sendiri yang cari kau punya Facebook, kau punya IG, kau punya Telegram. Kau tak payah sibuk nak bagi dia. Faham? Take this advice, okay? Let's move on kepada cerita yang terakhir untuk hari ini. Guys, please give me more story, guys. If short story only like this, then we end this video early lah. Ayah, come on guys, be sporting. Share je. Saya tak baca pun nama korang, saya tak sebut pun nama korang. Kalau korang bagi nama korang pun, do I know you? I don't know you. Like, who are you? So don't be shy. Pergi dekat description box sekarang. Korang pergi share-share cerita yang menarik dalam kehidupan korang dekat Google Form tu. Dan kita bercerita lah dekat sini kan. Gitu. So, tanpa melengahkan masa, marilah kita meneruskan cerita terakhir kita pada hari ini yang bertajuk Culture Shock or Memang Perangai Sebenar. I think I already boleh imagine jalan cerita ni macam mana. Sebab daripada title tu, aku rasa aku tahu kot this kind of cerita macam culture shock. Sorry guys, muka saya macam gatal-gatal sikit. Okay. Dia tahu tak macam kalau korang buat make up kan, tiba-tiba muka korang gatal. Faham tak? Dan korang nak garu macam, nak garu ke tak nak garu, nak garu ke tak nak garu. Anyway, sorry. So, ceritanya begini. Okay. Hi. This story is not about me, but my guy friend. Ooh, okay. Si cerita macam ni pun boleh, tak semestinya korang cerita pasal korang boleh bercerita pasal orang lain yang kau rasa kau geram yang kau rasa kau geram sangat dengan perangai orang tu dan kau nak meluah tapi kau tak tahu nak meluah dekat siapa. Meh sini meluah dekat akak, meh. Okay. Let's call him Zack. Not a real name, by the way. Okay. Me and all of my friends lepak dekat rumah. Macam biasa, kita orang akan bercerita about our life update sebab kita orang dah lama tak jumpa each other lepas sekolah. Dan bila turn si Zack bercerita, kami semua tergamam because the Zack we used to know is no longer exists. He told us that he's dating someone but cheated on her with someone he met from online dating apps. Zack, kau jangan macam-macam, Zack. Kau jangan macam. Okay. He admitted that he actually having FWB with that online girl. Zack, kau memang So every time he bored with his girlfriend, he will come to that girl. However, one day his girlfriend find out and they broke up. Oh, nasib. Masih baik minta break. Okay? But si Zack ni acah-acah play victim / bodoh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Zack. So Zack minta maaf dekat ex dia and mengharapkan get back. Tetapi at the same time, he actually fall in love with the second girl. Are you serious, Zack? Zack. Oh my god, Zack. Kau nak get back dengan ex kau, tapi kau suka dekat orang lain. What do you want, Zack? What do you want? What do you want? Bro, like, oh my god. How come? How come, Zack? Why would you do that? How come you... Macam mana kau suka ke orang lain, tapi kau nak bercinta dengan orang lain? Apa masalah kau ni, Zack?
Bruh.
Apa masalah kau, sumpah? Okay. Okay. And I was like, girl, we got backups. Okay. This person's story memang best. Sebab dia punya cerita ni ada caps locks, ada apa, ada ayat yang caps lock, ada ayat yang macam dia letak emoji apa semua. Dia punya ayat ni macam ni tau. Dia cakap reaction dia macam ni. And I was like, girl, we got backups. Macam tu. Okay. So Zack was very disappointed because his ex didn't want to get back. Nasib baik tau, girlfriend si Zack ni, dia bijak tau. Nasib baik kau tinggalkan Zack. Kalau tak, dengan kau sekali merana. Zack ni apa cerita? Okay, cerita dia belum habis lagi. So, since his ex rejected him, he went to the second girl and confessed his love. He told her that he actually fall in love at the first sight and he cannot forget the way she fucked him. Zack. Please lah, Zack. Walaupun Zack ni bukan nama sebenar, korang janganlah kecam Zack, okay? Zack dalam cerita ni lain sebenarnya. Ini Zack ni adalah nama yang dibuat oleh penulis cerita ni tadi. But this person is actually so wild. He cannot forget the way she fucked him. Are you serious? Huh? Okay. And then this person punya reaction was like, escape. You know, like... Okay. Jom kita sambung But of course, nama pun FWB, that girl reject Zack. Yes. Perempuan tu memang bijak, aku cakap dengan kau. Perempuan ni memang bijak weh. Dia niat dia memang nak FWB je, tapi si Zack ni je yang terperasan lebih. Macam tu. And Zack kecewa gila. Sampai tahap aku ni jadi tempat dia meluah. So as a friend, of course lah aku bagi advice. Tapi Zack ni kan bodoh. Dia tak ambil pun advice aku, so aku decide untuk tak layan dia. So seriously, I don't know how to describe this kind of person. Tapi itulah ceritanya. Walaupun dia kawan aku, tapi aku tak back dia this time because this is too much. And the latest news I heard about him, currently, like right now, seriously, oh my god, he's HTS with someone's girlfriend. Zack, kau memang hebat, Zack. kau dah break dengan your partner. Lepas tu kau terfall in love dengan perempuan yang one night stand. Terfall in love just because you cannot forget the way you, okay. Then suddenly you are having a situationship, hubungan tanpa status dengan girlfriend orang. Are you seriously? Dah habis ke perempuan dekat dunia ni? Aku tanya kat kau. Not only to Zack, but to anyone. Tak kisahlah lelaki kat perempuan ke yang rasa diri dia tengah curang dekat partner dia. Or, I don't know. Dah habis ke lelaki dekat dunia ni? Dah habis ke perempuan dekat dunia ni sampai kau nak caras orang lain punya? Kau faham tak? That was so fucked up. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know? So anyway guys, itulah cerita-cerita yang menarik pada hari ini. Dia sangat-sangat menarik dan juga sangat-sangat kontroversi. Sangat-sangat kontroversi ya. So korang, what is your opinion about kelima-lima cerita ni tadi? What is your real opinion or real, apa orang panggil benda tu? I forgot that word. Expression? No. Whatever. Apa perasaan korang lah? Apa perasaan korang dengan cerita macam ni? Korang marah ke? Korang sedih ke? Korang apa? I don't know. So, drop your comments. And of course, again, saya nak remind dekat korang, please share cerita korang. Because this session Stories with Belle are going to be very, very, very fun with your stories. Macam cerita-cerita ni tadi. Best tak dengar cerita orang. Ini tak ada kaitan dengan aib sebab saya tak mention nama siapa-siapa. Dan penulis itu pun tidak menulis nama mereka ataupun sesiapa. Jadi siapa yang rasa cili, dia yang rasa pedas. Anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. And tulis more story so that I can keep on making new episode for this kind of stories. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And again, welcome to Stories with Belle, where all stories deserve to be heard. Goodbye!